start from the top?
Yeah, just read back from the top. Because this is going to edify what Yahweh Shai did in the spirit. Because that's what he's talking about. This is a prophet being moved in the spirit. And he's in a valley of dry bones, which is really a valley of death. Right here in America. Go ahead, brother.
Inside of Matthew 4, verse 1. And he began again to teach by the seaside. And there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship. And
Was that 4?
Con.
Matthew 4? Matthew 4?
Con.
that's more.
Slovakia.
Sorry, brother. Hold on, get your verse, brother.
Yeah, bro. 6.
Yeah. Start with verse 1. It's Matthew
This
4.
is Baruch chapter 6, verse 1. Because of the sins which ye have committed before Yahweh,
Right.
ye shall be led away captive into Babylon.
Right, and we're in Babylon today.
That's right.
They call it the daughter of Babylon. Right? It's Egypt, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead, brother.
By Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians.
And really, who's the king of the Babylonians today? Trump. Go ahead.
So when ye come unto Babylon, ye shall remain there many years.
Right? Many years. We've been here, it seems like forever. That's why people won't believe how long they, that
Got
we
any
will
questions?
eventually
You could
rise.
adjust my speaker. You don't mind? Thank you.
Shalak, hey, we take over, brother? All right. One of you brothers?
Yeah, go ahead, Machani. Or what's it, brother?
This is the brother I was telling you about.
Oh,
Shalom.
Yeah, Shalom.
Shalom.
You got any questions?
This is the head of the camp, brother.
Not right now, brother.
Just let us know if you have any questions or anything, man. We'll, we'll keep going. We'll keep doing our thing. We'll let the spirit flow.
Come, Shalak. Go ahead.
On this side of Matthew 4, verse 1. Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, or Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread.
And that's what they're going to do. And they're actually going to do that through the RFID chip. They're going to put out commandments to take out this chip. And you're going to have to go against the commandments of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Go ahead.
But he answered and said, It was written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh.
That's why we're dead and dry bones. Because we
Break down
have
that
left
chip
that.
too, brother.
Yep. Yep. Especially that chip. Because that chip, that's what you think is going to bring you life. You're gonna be deceived, and actually most people are going to take it willingly. They're going to really only have to really enforce that on the elect men that actually hold stiffly for the true Messiah, Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Verse 5, out of Matthew 4. Then the devil taketh him up into the city, the holy city,
Slovakia.
and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee.
Right? To be tempted by the devil. To be tempted by the devil. Go ahead.
And their hands,
Oh, the chip, brother. Give me the chip.
and their hands, they shall bear thee up.
Right. And you're going to believe that this chip, this RFID chip, is going to bear you up. Have you heard about this chip? This chip here is going to be pushed very soon.
Here, let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation 13 and verse 14. Start so we get that image too.
Yeah, brother.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do.
And you know, the so-called white man has ability to put TVs on buildings Now they got foldable phones. They got they're coming out with a clear glass phone. They got artificial hearts. They got sex robots. They got Space Force. So they seem like they have all this power to do miracles before the eyes of men. Go ahead, brother.
It says, by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right, and it's pretty much to the Roman Empire. That's who we live under now. The ruler of all the Christian churches, all the Buddhist temples, the Jewish synagogues, they all originated through the Israelites originally, but they were distorted by the heathens and used against us to enslave us. So we lost our way, and just like the truth, people don't take the truth for what it is. They get emotional about it when we tell you that the RFID chip is coming out and you're going to be forced to take this or you're going to eat your kids. And that's very soon, because you know what? Did you see Florida? They're in a state of emergency. The animals are dying off at such a high rate because of the red tide.
And they don't give you a choice, man.
No.
They put those chips on the cards, and mine, they just canceled my card. They didn't even tell me nothing. They just canceled it. I went to go use it, and it wasn't working. And I called them, and they say, "Oh, we sent you a new one in the mail with a chip in it."
Yeah.
So they don't let you know.
No.
They don't give you no chance, man. And really, it started out, everything used to be paper back in the day.
And the
it's
system's
slowly
already
working
set
its way
up.
to this, man.
The system's really already set up. If you see the police cars rolling around, they already got boxes on top of them. Those are RFID chip readers. They're reading the tags on the cars instantaneously.
Oh yeah, with that chip on your card, you can just go tap it.
They'll be able to drive down a block and know everybody that's chipped or who ain't chipped.
But I lost my. I'm gonna be honest. I lost
And if
my
you
card
don't take this chip, you're gonna get killed.
If you had it implanted
And if
in
you
your
do
hand,
take
you
the
have
chip,
that
you're gonna get killed.
You can't even swipe it in the stores anymore, man. You got to actually insert it in there now.
Technology's already here.
This is the mark of the beast. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast. They already applied a currency to it. It's called the Bitcoin. That's going to be your cryptocurrency. The RFID chip is just a digital wallet, just like your credit card is. But the actual currency you're going to be trading is Bitcoin. That's what you're going to be using. But if you don't agree to that system, like I said, they're going to have kill squads out here to kill you. FEMA camp, they already got them. Texas, they got kids in the FEMA camp right now. You can't get them out. Do you know they're raping those kids in there? Yeah, those guards are being caught raping those children in there. When they separated those children, do you know that they don't even know who the parents are anymore? Do you know that they're trying children in the court? 1-year-old babies they're taking and putting it before a judge? They're already just exterminating the homeless. Every night there's buses taking them out of the city. Do you know it's illegal to be homeless here?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you know the governor of Colorado, he actually owns prisons that he said are homeless camps already here? How did Hitler start the Holocaust, so-called Holocaust? Because this is really the starting of the Holocaust. Because the Holocaust is going to be the nukes. When the nukes come to finish this place off, that's a Holocaust. So we're prophesying of the Holocaust. But the Germans, the Nazis, they're part of a nation. They're all represented by this eagle. The eagle, they always have that as their currency. Right here, they have the eagle right there. I'll get Obadiah, one of you brothers. I think it's Obadiah 10.
Those that demon I was talking about.
All right. Go ahead, grab what was you holding?
I got Revelation in blue.
Yeah, get the Revelation.
You want me to keep
This
holding
is
on
Revelation 14, verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man.
I'll read that one more time, brother. Shalom.
This is Revelation 14, 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head.
Image of what speaks of Yahweh Shai. See right here? This is what's coming. is Yahushua. And I say what? Because he's more than just one man. He's coming with a host of angels. He's going to deliver us from our oppressors, from our enemy. Who is your enemy? Who is your oppressor? Actually, it's your evil twin brother, Esau. He's been trying to kill you since the beginning of his existence. You fought with him in the stomach. When he came, they called him conquistadors, meaning conquerors. And you know what they did? They put division between Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the true Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
And we're waking up to who we are. And once we do, to a certain amount of number, judgment comes on the other nations. Because there has to be a balance in existence. So we've been oppressed under 7 slaveries. Well, now, when we go into the 8th, it's going to be you into our hands. The shoe's going to be on the other foot. And there ain't going to be no power to save you. You're going to be in slavery for 1,000 years for the sins that you committed against the Israelites. Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh power, concerning Edom. We have heard rumor.
And Edom is the so-called white man. All right? Go ahead.
Keep that up, Tom.
Means red. Okay? Biblical prophecy.
We have heard a rumor from Yahweh,
Uh-huh.
and an ambassador sent among the heathen, arise ye.
Right. And we're here amongst the heathens. Is not Babylon the melting pot? Even our own people are as heathens right here. Go ahead.
Arise ye,
Uh-huh.
and let us rise up against her in battle.
And we're in battle. We're the battle axe of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But our weapons are not carnal. We're spiritual men. Go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Right. And Esau, he's really not as strong as he really makes him think. Like the conquistadors. You know why they won? Because they had the breastplate, the helmet, the gun. So he had superior firepower. While the true elect men of Israel, who's here on earth and somewhere in the spirit world, they're going to get the spirit power to destroy our enemies. And there's not going to be a weapon that can defend it. They're not going to stop nothing. It's going to be taken from them. But see, we have no power in our hand against the so-called white man. His blessing is the gun.
That's right.
He uses his cameras against us, but he could shoot us down on camera. But now we use his technology to defeat him. We use his YouTube to crush him. And it's not because of us. It's because we have a power that you have told us hated us. But in fact, the Bible declares that he loved us so much that he died for the elect so that we could come back in reincarnation through the Father's seed.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Thou art greatly despised.
Right, and so-called white man is starting to be hated throughout the whole world. South Africa, I mean, it's all over. There's violence being taken upon it. Go ahead.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
The pride of your heart hath deceived thee, meaning you think you can't be destroyed, but your destruction is coming. Not by the hand of man, by the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Right. Who lives in these high towers? When you go to the rich houses, do they not rock the front of their house? Looks like a fucking cave you go into, you know? Go ahead. Sure.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Who shall bring me down to the ground? That's what the so-called white man says. Who could defeat America? Well, I'll tell you who. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
That's why he's going to use Russia, the strong man, to tie up the strong man.
You proud to be American, you're gonna die as a man.
You're going to die, yeah. The white man's going to kill the white man.
That's right.
It's like they did in ancient times. You had the Medes, then the Grecians, and the Romans.
Yep. Because they're so evil, they actually kill each other. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Right, as the eagle. Where's that board, brother? Right here. Here it is. As the eagle, Who's represented by the eagle all through generations? The Greeks, the Romans,
Spain.
yeah, Spaniards, conquistadors, America. Go ahead.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars,
Yeah, and what did Trump say? Trump said Space Force. You know why? Because the chariots, the so-called UFOs, they're coming to save us. They're coming to save us right there. You see it? You know how you see the stars? They say there's UFOs? They're actually the angels. They're coming to deliver us from our oppressor. And the so-called white man knows that. That's why Trump just said a Space Force. He's going to go to battle with us. But he's going to lose. World War III is going to, America's going to lose. You know why? It's too weak and feminine in this generation.
Right.
The last strong actual generation was in Vietnam. After that, it went straight downhill for the so-called white man. He cannot win a battle with the world today. Go ahead, bro.
thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
See, and so we don't need a gun. We don't need a gun. We don't need a knife. We don't need to press charges. We don't need to do none of that. We're actually making a space for judgment right here today. We're just declaring it through the word, because that's our power. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Rakah Kodash is Holy Spirit. What is the Holy Spirit? Is actually these prophecies becoming manifested to show you that it's the end. Go ahead. Brother, get up. Go ahead, brother.
If these came to thee,
2nd Ezra 6.
if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Right. See, Esau will take everything. When he comes in, he robs you. Your women are used. Our money is no good. We can't. Our reputation is destroyed by the time we're born. He uses us up and exploits us just like this earth. That's why they're saying there's not going to be no more food. The animals are dying off because this earth has just been exploited to such a point. Nothing can live in this society anymore. Not even the so-called white man, because are they not overdosing with drugs? Are they not starting to go to prisons, suicides, abortion clinics? The curses are becoming to be put on them. There has to be a balance in the world.
That shows you the end of their kingdom.
Right.
So you wouldn't see that back in the day. Matter of fact, back in the day, you wouldn't see us out here. That's another sign that the end of the so-called white man's kingdom, his rulership, is at an end, man.
That's right.
That's right. Right here, brother.
Would they have not stolen till they had enough?
Right. When they took us, they took our people into slavery. Brother, give me that sign right there, brother. Right here, they took our people into slavery. They're trying to erase this from the board of truth. You don't learn about this in school. If you do, it's a very small amount. Go ahead, brother. Get what you got.
It's out of the book, 2nd Ezra 5, verse 30. If thou didst so much hate thy people, yet shouldest thou punish them with thine own hand.
Right. See, but Esau is such an evil man, he wouldn't punish you with his own hand. You know what he does? He uses his gun against you. He puts his laws against you, puts you in prison, destroys your whole family. Put your wives on welfare. They can't even remarry because they can't have even a husband living in the house. They're exploited. Our people are exploited. We're just like this earth. We are of this earth. And just like this earth is exploited, we're exploited. So what do you do to start earth all over again? You got to burn it up. So there's nukes that the so-called white man, the Smith, has created for vengeance.
Here, I'll grab that real quick, brother.
Go ahead, bro. Whoever's reading this whole book.
This is Isaiah 54 and verse 17. Oh, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Right, and the way that you get the word Smith, it actually goes back to Cain. The name Cain means a weapon. Smith, you know a Smith, they even name it Smith & Wesson. Go ahead.
And that bringeth forth the instrument for his work. And I have created a waster to destroy.
And so what is the power of the so-called white man? Is his weaponry.
It's his blessing.
Yeah, it's him being enslaved. I mean, his blessing is a sword. You know? Go ahead, brother. What you were holding, brother? You still holding it? No, not that one. Yeah. Because I want to break down that sword. We're destroying their gods right now today as we're out here speaking. As you men begin to wake up to this truth, you actually begin to wake up and actually making the nation of Israel stronger. Because there's only elect men. This salvation ain't for women. The salvation is for the elect men of Israel. You have to be of the seed of Israel to get in. Women's salvation is going to be through marriage. Go ahead, brother.
This is Baruch chapter 6, verse 1. Because of the sins which ye have committed before Yahweh.
The sins that are transgression of the law. We committed sins. Go ahead.
Ye shall be led captives into Babylon.
Right, we were put here in slavery. Go ahead.
By Nabuchodonosor.
Right, well it's always been through another nation defeating us. Go ahead.
King of the Babylonians.
Right, Babylonians, you're in Babylon today. Meaning confusion. Go ahead.
So when ye be come unto Babylon, ye shall remain there many years.
Many years. We've been here forever. Go ahead.
And for a long season, namely 7 generations.
Right? Hey, get that sign for me. That slavery sign right there. Right there. 7 generations. Go ahead.
And after that, I will bring you away peaceably
Right.
from thence.
Right. And the elect men are going to come out of here peacefully. We ain't going to have to raise up our hand to fight nobody. They're going to self-destruct, literally. They're going to tear themselves down. The so-called white man, he's going to destroy himself.
That's right.
It's called suicide. Yeah. Trump, he's the man to get the button done, right? Go ahead. Well, we hope and pray, anyways, in the name of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, because you know what? After this place gets destroyed, does the kingdom of heaven come?
That's right.
Brother, in fact, if you want to drop what you have and get Revelation 21, unless it's a precept. You got a precept?
Go
ahead.
This is out of the book Hebrews 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith
Right?
without wavering.
Right, without wavering, meaning this truth. No matter what we go through, we got to hold on to this truth because eventually they're going to rouse up and start to kill us. Because guess what? They can't have a slave understanding how to read.
Right.
Yeah, it showed,
Alright.
showed that in that movie,
That Turner?
Mission Impossible, the new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our people don't read. But once you start to read, you start to learn the truth. And one of the biggest things that they lie to us is this image right here. This is a false image. Go ahead.
For he is faithful that promised.
Right. But the real Messiah of Israel is faithful. Faithful and true. And when he comes, he wages war because in righteousness. Meaning he has to kill the disease to make everything healthy again. And he's going to do it by his nukes. That's literally his presence touching this earth. America is that great mountain that's going to burn. And all the nations are going into slavery. Especially the Babylonians. We've been talking about the Babylonians already. And in fact, we got some present.
I got that on hold too, huh?
Yeah, grab what. Yeah, get that one. Hold that, brother. Go ahead.
This is out of the book
See the Babylonians?
Revelation
Yeah,
21.
those are right there. Those are Babylonians right there. Those are the real actual Babylonians, the Nebuchadnezzar's people.
Found their Hamites.
21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Yeah, and you see it today, actually. You actually got heaven on earth right now present before you.
Right.
Go ahead.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Right. But when them nukes come, those nukes that you hear about in the news, America's going to lose World War III and it's literally going to burn and pass away. That's why the volcanoes are becoming active. Did you not hear about the activity in Yellowstone?
No.
They got the ground opening up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what it is, it's all going to come together at the right time, and death and destruction is going to come to this place. Yeah.
Grab a precept.
We're just the light. We're the salt that keeps the way for the elect men to escape. But you're at the end of your times. Look.
is Isaiah 34 and verse 6. The sword of the Heavenly Father is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats and the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Heavenly Father hath a sacrifice in Bozrah and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Idumea, which is actually over in Mount Seir. That's even part of Israel too. Mount Idumea is the so-called white man. He came from Mount Seir. In fact, brother, yeah, grab that Simon. We got a map on the back. We actually got the map right here. You saw what Israel would have been right here. It would have been right here. See where Babel is? The same Babel? This is Israel. And actually Esau would have lived out here, showing that it was part of the land Uz. So Job was an Israelite enslaved in the land of Uz under Edomite.
That's right.
This is a picture of their kingdom.
Right there. Which shows with historical fact we're in the land of Edom today.
Oh, they still got those structures up, man.
Right. That's why you still worship this. This was given to you by the Roman Catholic Church to control you. This is how you don't kill. This is how slaves don't kill their masters while they sleep.
We don't know. We don't believe in no white Jesus.
This is the real.
But you believe in Jesus.
We believe in the Messiah of Israel, who is Hebrew. His name is Yahushua.
Yeah, because the letter J goes back to about the 1630s. There was no letter J before then. That wasn't his name.
It's a Greek translation.
Well, no, it's not. Because the Greek translation would be what? Iesus, because there was no J back then.
Right. He actually has a 1611 on him that has no J's.
Yeah, there's no J's within this
That's
Bible.
a fact. That's what I'm saying. We're standing here so righteous and true right now, not because of our own doings. This is prophecy coming from the Most High.
That's right.
What do what you've been doing?
Obadiah 6, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Right, searched out. They searched us out. They actually searched out all the images that we actually had of us ruling and made this. They whited the image. All right, go ahead.
How are his hidden things sought up?
And they're being sought up. Right now, we're showing the lies of them.
We're feeling that, lifting up that veil off their
Right.
face, man.
We're actually showing you that this is coming soon.
Naming the beast, like you said. Wow.
Yep. Mark of the beast.
This is First Maccabees 3 and 48. And they laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images.
The likeness of their images. What do we have here? Of a heathen nation taught to our people to worship. Right here in these slave images, you know that. In the Native American Indians, they were taught the same thing. The so-called Mexicans worship this. In the Philippines, in Asia, they worship this. Right. They actually outcome in Asia. They'll kill you. You bring this out. Some areas. That's how strong they believe in it. Why? Because they was beat to death if they didn't worship it. But now we're coming to expose that everything in time is right. This generation is too weak for World War III. They're not going to be sufficient in World War III. America's going to lose World War III. Right. It's the weakest generation that exists. Most of the men are turned out into homos. They got secrets and lies.